All right, I'm answering 3 written questions people have left in my TikTok comments before. If you have a question that you want me to answer, you know, a guy with no credibility whatsoever and only Google as my resource, go ahead and leave it in the comments. Here we go. Number 1, is there anything easier done than said, from Noaholic? I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I couldn't find any answers, and I only really could come up with 2 that kind of answer this question. So here you go. Number 1 is breathing. Breathing is part of speaking, so it's a lot easier to just breathe than to like say, hey, I'm gonna breathe, and then breathing. Because breathing was involved like before you spoke, so you already breathed in order to say you were gonna breathe, so therefore, breathing is easier than saying you're gonna breathe. That's my personal hypothesis. Number 2 is like helping or teaching. Let me explain. I know that doesn't exactly sound right. So have you ever tried to help like a parent or a grandparent with like any form of technology? Because if you have, you will know it's so much easier to just do whatever it is that helps fix their problem than to try and explain to them, hey, this is how you fix your problem. Which therefore, to me, means it's easier to do it than to say it. And those are my only 2 answers. Number 2, why is it called The Birds and the Bees? From me. No one left this comment. It's just my own brain. And when my brain came up with this question, it was like, hey, there's probably some sort of story involved with this, right? That's not true. It's just some sort of metaphor that parents use. It doesn't really answer the question, but it helps things not get too awkward, and that's why they use it most of the time. But in summary, the reason it's like birds and bees and why they're both used in the metaphor is because birds lay eggs, which represents the women's side of things, and bees pollinate flowers, which represents the men's side of things. Apparently, that's good enough for most people to say, hey, birds and the bees, this is if you know, you know.
Smash.
Number 3, how does Velcro work? From John_ah_sylph. So Velcro uses hook and loop technology to function. One side, the rough, scratchy side, has a bunch of hooks on it, and then the softer side, it's like somewhat like comfortable, but not really. That side has a bunch of loops. And when you press these 2 sides together, then the hooks go into the loops and hold them in place, therefore making the Velcro stick together. But if you start to peel both sides apart, well, then the hooks continue to like get pulled further and further away until they release themselves from the loops, and then that's how you pull Velcro apart. There you go. That was all the questions people had. If you have any more, feel free to just put them in the comments below. If you guys enjoyed this video, I'll make more similar, maybe longer videos too, because I know this one wasn't super long.
That's what she said.
Anyway, have a great day, and goodbye.